Class 4 then for race number 3 on our 9-race programme at Happy Valley on Wednesday night. This is over the 1,200 metres, the third, headed by Sprint 4. Jerry Chow taking £7 off from barrier number 10. He was, of course, and distance winner back in November. Jazz stayed very consistent this season, including a win, third to Simply Fluke last time out. Hero Time is coming off the all-weather. He ran last, in actual fact, behind Double Take. Drops in trip, though, here. Moon Luck and the Anomaly make their debuts. Good Luck Money is first up since May. Courageous Dragon behind Colonel last time out, along with My Ecstatic, who I think I missed out first time round. And Lucky Ruby, eligible for Class 5, but takes the lightweight here, Lexi Bedell from barrier 5. A few of them been up at Chung Fa here, Mark. The 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 and 9.
And there's the speed map, Andrew, with a few that can go forward here. My Ecstatic and Very Sweet Orange, we know he likes to lead and he's trialled up well. Lucky Ruby, the Anomaly on the inside. Sprint form comes back to a Happy Valley, left 3 wide around the consistent Courageous Dragon. Moonluck on debut 3 wide. California Levy back to second last. He came from a position back in a 5-horse trial and finished strongly in that up at Chung Fa between runs 2.
Here is Very Sweet Orange. He's a very well-rated horse, and I like this trial. He trialled really well recently, and he's backed it up with some good track work. He obviously enjoyed his month he had up in Chung Fa, this horse. Now back here in Hong Kong, he goes nicely. Moon Luck, he's one of the first starters here. He's £1,035. He's had 5 trials. He's drawn the visitors' draw, barrier 12 here, son of Burgundy on debut. So it looks a tough assignment from way out there for that horse. And My Ecstatic was very good at his last start. Nice second behind Colonel, barrier number 6, and Joe Moreira aboard. So no problems with My Ecstatic if you do like him.
Well, we can expand on the My Ecstatic theme as well, in actual fact. Just the 3 starts for him so far. Seems to have improved on each one. We caught up with Joe at track work this week.
Joe, My Ecstatic, he's a horse who, at the barrier trials, even before his debut, he looked like he had ability. He put in his best run last time out when you rode him. Has he turned the corner?
Well, his form indicates that. His last performance was pretty good. I was very happy with it. He's not an easy horse to ride, to be honest. He hasn't got that acceleration from the gate because he's such a big kind of a horse. But when he does get going, he's got pace. He's got ability. It's a matter of time until he's able to put it all together and go there, deliver what he's really got best.
So is that why in the early stages last time out you did have to do quite a bit of work to get him into the position you wanted him to be in?
Listen, the start before I rode him in Shatin, I kind of didn't rev him up to be forward. I kind of let him be right away, so I found myself behind horses. And he was a bit uncomfortable. So the next start, which means last start, we had in mind to just be more positive on him and use what he's got, which is momentum, which I don't think we're going to be any different. We are not going to be doing anything different this time. We're going to be using his momentum, and hopefully he find himself comfortable in somewhere among the top 3 horses in the race. And based on his last performance, no doubt that I'm going to the race with confidence.
And Joe, congratulations on a treble on the weekend, a Group 1 on Hot King Fraud, and also a couple of wins on some smart up-and-comers in Master Hero and Sight Success. How much enjoyment did you get out of Sunday's racing?
Yeah, listen, I was on board of really nice horses on that day, and I just couldn't be any happier than what I was when I went back home. You mentioned about a couple of names. No doubt the highlight would be the Group 1 race with Hot King Crown. But Sight Success is also a very promising kind of a horse. Maybe another 12 months' time we see him in the great races with those big horses.
He's unbeaten in 3 starts so far. It's a good day for Joe. He's on to 75 winners already. Joe, now, interestingly, My Ecstatic is not favoured at this stage. This horse is Mark Jazz Seed at 2.2. He's come up short as well. Alfie Chen takes £7 off for Casper Fownes.
He flies home here, Andrew. Behind a smart one in Simply Fluke too. This was 1,000 metres. He's up to 1,200 metres. He's drawn beautifully in barrier 3 this week. So I think it's his chance to win this race. Does Jazz Steed. Paul, there he is in those electric blue colours. I think he can win the Icehouse Handicap this week.
I see what you did there. Look, I don't mind this horse either. I think he's got a good turn of foot. I don't know if 3 will be ideal for him because he does need a bit of space.
All right, so what about Very Sweet Orange then, Paul? He's been off the track since early December. He's been back at the trials. He's
been up at Chung Fa and he's gone really well up in Chung Fa. I think the break's done this horse really well. He did win the Fresh Upper last season over 1,200 metres after a bit of a break as well. He's rated 53. His last win came off 63. That's stronger on his outside. I think Tony Picone can get him to the front. Mike Static does take a bit to get him moving, and I don't think he'll hand up either. So I'm going to make him the each-way play. I think he could be one at a price.
I didn't have him in, but completely understand why Paul has got him on top on that trial too. It was really good.
All right, but there's the market with Jazz Steed as the favourite. Paul, what do you think?
Yeah, 16 to 1 about Very Sweet Orange. I'll be very happy if he starts the price anywhere similar to that. So he's on top, each way play. Mike Static's obviously got plenty of ability, but I just think he takes a while just to get into stride, and that'll give Very Sweet Orange a chance to get a bit of a break on him. A Courageous Dragon, a horse that doesn't win, well, hasn't won here, I was going to say out of turn, but hasn't won here in Hong Kong, but is very consistent along with Jazz Steed. So 5, 7, 11 and 2.
Going Jazz Steed, I just think the early pace in the race here with Very Sweet Orange and Mike Static possibly setting it up can just set it up for Jazz Steed from the back. The big horse 7, Mike Static to run second. 11 Courageous Dragons race well without winning, and 3 California Levy on a Chung Fa trial. 2, 7, 11 and 3.
2, 3 and 11, very popular there with our numbers. I've got Mike Static to beat Jazz Steed, though. That is my cue.